Hi everybody, welcome back to the program. So great to see you again. What's that? They can see me? Oh, hey guys, welcome back to the program.
Guys, if there's one thing I know, it's that dating is difficult for a lot of us, okay?
You know, they got all these websites now. Tinder, Grumble, Dig.com, Yahoo Finance, FTX, Comedy Central. So what I'm trying to say, if you'll just listen, is that we need help.
We need advice.
And I think I found just the person to help our asses.
What up, guys? Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel.
Hi.
Today, I'm having classes for my friend Jess.
Yes.
Okay.
Would you say you're like half red pill?
Yeah?
I say I'm half red pill.
Yeah. So I'm giving her some lessons just in life.
Okay.
Make sure you pay attention, class. And my producer.
So guys, on this channel, we usually make fun of people who are either 90 or act like they're 90, but this is different. You know, they look at me, these people, hey, is that Matthew McConaughey from Dazed and Confused?
Hey, why's that old guy hanging around the high school? That's what's going on right now.
Because what we're looking at now, I guess, is what is called the bussin' community. Bussin'. But anyway, this video is called Why Dating is Ruined in 2022 question mark. Okay, so that's an interesting.
Anyway, so today's lesson is why dating is ruined in 2022.
Right. Okay.
So
Ruined. You think it ever could come back?
No, the marriage rates have plummeted.
Okay, so here we go. Here's what's her name? Just Pearly Things. Here's Just Pearly Things' explanation as to why dating is ruined. Why dating is ruined in 2022. Here we go.
So this all started
Okay.
in the 1950s.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Sniffing.
Let me guess.
Birth control.
Oh, right. Okay.
Actually, that might have happened in the 1960s. Now, what happened with the development of birth control?
I don't know.
This led to,
Okay.
Okay.
hose.
Whoa.
Before the 1960s, 50s, roughly, you know, I don't, this is just a rough, you know.
You know, birth control happened, then this happened. This is brand new. This does not sound at all familiar, what she's saying.
Now, a lot of that was generated as a consequence of the birth control pill.
We have the birth control pill now.
Right, because with the invention of the birth control pill, you basically have a new female.
Okay, not to be a nerd and a dweeb and a dork and a loser, frankly, about this, but there's some pretty interesting research on this, and this has kind of been known for a while. This is from a researcher at University of Florida, in the great state Florida, named Alan Pettigny. Pettigny? I don't know how to say that crap. Contrary to popular belief, the sexual revolution on a behavioral level did not start in the 1960s. It was not ignited by the introduction of the birth control pill. Oh, no. Okay, here's why this guy says that. The evidence from our study using census data suggests that the 1940s and 1950s experienced a sizable increase in the frequency of premarital intercourse. Like this. To argue otherwise, one would need somehow to reconcile the more than doubling of illegitimacy among whites, the more than tripling of all out-of-wedlock births, and the evidence of a dramatic increase in premarital pregnancies. So this idea that Jordy barfs up and then, you know, nice young ladies repeat on YouTube doesn't seem to really make any sense historically by actual hard census data numbers and stuff like that.
Right, because with the invention of the birth control pill, you basically have a new female.
And it's funny because Jordy's like, the birth control pill created a new woman. Wow. Created a new woman. Oh, you moron. So it looks like from actual numbers, what was really going on in the 60s was that stuff that was kind of already going on behaviorally and kind of culturally, sort of, was just like people just started being more honest about it, basically. But it's also like, what's the prescription here? You want to get rid of the birth control pill? Yeah, well, oh yeah, okay, great. Yeah, that'll improve society. That's a great idea.
Next. So that was the beginning.
Okay.
Basically, birth control gave women the ability to sleep around. Okay, that's phase one.
Okay.
Of, you know, dating going to shit.
Right.
Oh man, I'm a young man on the internet.
I really like to watch videos about how the dating pill. I'm taking the dating pill. And I want to go back to those times that the beautiful times that Jordy Peterson talks about, the 50s.
I want to go back to those times.
Okay, not as we've established, not the 40s or 50s either. Let's go back further. Let's go back to the 20s. Okay, wait, what's this? Flappers were a subculture of Western women in the 1920s who wore short skirts. Oh, blah, 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 blah. They listened to jazz. On and on and on. The point that I'm trying to make here is that this is just imaginary crap. This is just made up nonsense, pretty much. So, wow, I'm really debunking this person who's literally probably half my age.
This is take 5.
They don't.
You can't trust these hoes.
These hoes ain't loyal.
And so what they would do is the government granted women the ability to leave. And leave we did.
Oh, no. That shouldn't be allowed. Remember, this is why dating is ruined. The ability for women to leave. The ability to... So I guess what she's saying is the ability for a woman to leave a marriage ruined dating. Ruined dating in 2022? Okay, sorry, go on.
Leave. And leave we did. When the rate of women on birth control increased, marriage decreased, divorce increased. And then before, it was a big deal to get a divorce.
All right, so I checked this too. She said when women started using birth control, what was it? Rates of marriage went down and rates of divorce went up. Here's a graph, which is per 1,000 people. So the marriage and divorce rate, divorce is the bottom one, marriage is the top blue one. So after World War II, obviously, a bunch of people came back from World War II, got married pretty easy there. Also, you see there's a big divorce spike there, too. Kind of interesting. More people get married, the more people get divorced. Who would have known? But after that huge spike, it falls way back down, and it hits its low point from this fall in mid-1950s, about mid-1950s. Then, into the 60s, it actually starts going back up, and the divorce rate kind of goes along with it. The divorce rate does go up in the 1960s, but the marriage rate goes up too. So, okay, of all the reasons of why dating is bad, ruined in 2022, this is my favorite reason.
Go screw the Chads and Tyrones. The next thing that happened
before
the 1960s,
right,
before birth control, the other issue was if a woman left her husband or made poor decisions, she would be homeless.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Can we go back to those times? Can we both go back to those? That sounds cool.
If she screwed everyone in the town, nobody would want to date her after.
Okay, what is that?
Now we have the incoming. So y'all started bailing them out. And if the simps didn't bail them out, right, if the bail out the baby mamas, the next thing would be the government.
Oh, right.
So in the 1960s, that is when you see, in the UK, it's free housing for single mothers.
Oh, wow.
And yep. In the US, it's just a bunch of programs. And it depends on the state, right? But in a lot of states, free shit. It's like you get a house.
Yeah.
You get money from the government. If you pay people to be single mothers, more people will. Now, what happened next?
That's a great analysis there, Ronette Reagan. Very good. I think people should be able to just have a good time. I feel like she's just having a good time on the internet, And I'm for that. I do support that, This is not some legally... She's not a professor, okay? So calm down. I'm definitely not mad at her, but like the people who say this, the Jordys and the Ben Shapinos and the Thomas Sowell or whatever that idiot's name is, all the people who put this crap on the internet who seem official and seem like they know what they're talking about but are just propagandists, because this is this is basically just like welfare queen stuff.
Poor people, they're actually living it up, having a great time.
They're having a great time. They're having a great time on your dime. Thank you. So I like, she's like, you get a house. You get a house. Everybody gets a house. Just have a baby and they'll give you a house.
If you pay people to be single mothers, more people will.
You know, they just give people houses. They're incentivizing people to just have all these babies. So she mentions the UK, and I wasted a bunch of time looking into this just in the UK, because she mentions the UK, that they'll just give you a house in the UK. So this is what would actually happen if what she's saying is true, is that you would go through a pregnancy, so 9 months, you carry the baby, give birth to the baby, so that you could maybe get on a waiting list for a subsidy, maybe, if you're low income, if you can prove that you're low income, you get on a waiting list for a subsidy, maybe for some kind of social housing. And it sounds like a pretty good scam. It sounds like a pretty good premeditated scam to do. I would definitely do that. You know, go through all that to maybe get a voucher for a terrible apartment somewhere in the UK that they're all trying to defund.
I'm going to just do a recap because
Okay,
first,
thanks.
birth control allowed hoes to be hoes.
Okay.
Then the provider, then the hoes don't pick the providers, they pick the chads.
Right.
Then no fault divorce allowed the hoes to leave.
Okay.
Then the government funded them leaving.
Okay.
And then social media made girls that are 6s think they're 9s and 10s and deserve 9s and 10s and think they're too good for the guy that's on their level, and then they marry the guy that's on their.
So not too much of this connects to anything really in the real world, but I do like the idea that she's presenting here, is that the way we can make dating better in 2022 is for women to have virtually no freedoms and to roll back technology. Well, okay, remember, we can't go back to the 50s or the 40s or the 30s or the 20s. Okay, so I guess the prescription here is we go back to maybe the 1800s, but I didn't even look at those statistics, so it's probably the same crap. She also seems to be implying that, like, pretty much all women are, like, shallow kind of scheming, disloyal Instagram models. And I would say, like, in the bussin' community, that's probably a higher percentage, you know? Great, guys. So there we go. Some great information from YouTube. You know, you go on YouTube, this is how I learn. Oh, you go on YouTube, that sounds like she knows what she's talking about. Go, yeah. That's how we learn on YouTube. Yeah.
Guys, thank God it's the
Weekend, where we like to say,
Okay.
and we like to go like this. And we look at the calendar and we see that it's Friday and we realize that
I could literally say anti-Semitic shit.
So guys, have a fun weekend. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you're having a good time. And bye-bye.
Oh, hey guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
Subscribe on Patreon.
subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there.
There you go. Click it and that, yep. When you become a patron for as little as 2 bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday, patron-only episodes. You also get the weekly Book Oblega show where we talk about important books. The questions and comments thing where you can ask questions and make comments and all this crap.
And the weekly behind-the-scenes show. All for less than the price of a rancid Charleston chew.
And for only 25 putrid little dollars,
You could become a producer.
that's right, support the show and get your name up here. Look at these people. Look at these people. It make the show possible. Okay? God. I mean, without these beautiful people, this show goes straight into the dumpster. A rotten, just wet, disgusting dumpster. Behind a restaurant. So there's old milk in there. That's where this show ends up without these people. Is that what you want? Okay, I guess it's what you want. I'll just leave. Nope, it's done. It's too late. Okay? Here we go. Here's the dump truck. Come to pick up the show. This is what would happen with no producers. Thank you.